Okay. Hi, everybody. We are here live with Ritsumeikan University. Those of you who joined, thank you very much. And I'm sure there will be many more joining later on. My name is Ruham Manzoor, and I'm the managing partner of MACES. And we have with us one of our treasured guests, Miss Shimizu Maya from Ritsumeikan University. Ritsumeikan University is one of our very prestigious partners in Japan, and we go a long way back, and it's a great pleasure having you, Maya, with us.
Yeah, thank you for doing this, Raham. And hi, everyone. Thank you for coming to this live today. Happy to be here.
We share a very interesting story. Me and Maya, we were in Japan attending a conference together, and all of a sudden we heard about this Bangladeshi restaurant
Yes.
in the middle of Japan.
In
So you
Tokyo,
don't
yes.
usually go to Tokyo to have Bangladeshi food, but this was already, I was there for 4 or 5 days, and so me and Maya, we went up to this restaurant, and this restaurant actually literally had 5 seats in the
Right,
entire restaurant. So it's a really thin, small line of
right. It
seats.
was very small space.
So small. I mean, literally as small as this table right here that I'm sitting on. But anyway, we went there and had such a great Bangladeshi food. I think we had
Mm-hmm.
khichuri and egg and beef and all that. So it was really interesting. So Maya and I, we share some really interesting stories together,
Yes, very
and
authentic memory.
and we would love to talk about all the beef khichdi and things like that in the world. But obviously, we are here to talk about Ritsumeikan University and
Mm-hmm.
specifically the Global Liberal Arts Program.
Yes.
So, what is liberal arts? We know, Bangladeshi students, we want to study business, we want to study engineering or computer science, but liberal arts is something new. It's a new concept for Bangladeshis, though it's a very old concept. So, Maya, what is liberal arts?
Right. If I were to say, liberal arts is sort of like a tradition of education that focuses on providing students with sort of like appropriate foundation of knowledge across many disciplines, many areas of studies, for such as philosophy, literature, history, or mathematics. So it's a broad concept, broad study, not
Kind of
just
like a jack
focusing
of
on
all
one
trades.
thing. Kind of like
Kind of like a jack of all trades. You study a little bit of
yes,
everything.
exactly. And students get to explore many subjects according to their interest.
So, what do the students do? So if they study like different subjects that they're interested in and then come up with a degree, what do they end up doing afterwards once they
Right,
graduate?
right. So having liberal arts background, they can get knowledge that is very well rounded. So in other words, they can be prepared and in many fields of industries, and they get skills that are quite useful in any kinds of career.
So, I obviously asked you this question, but actually, I personally feel that liberal arts studies is really the best education that one can provide for their children or for themselves. I mean, if I know now, if I knew then when I know now, when I was going to university, I would have loved to study liberal arts. In fact, I've got 3 children, and all of them are probably going to be studying in liberal arts because liberal arts education is really it creates the citizen of tomorrow. It allows students to sort of study different things that they're interested in, and really through that process they can find themselves, they can discover themselves, and then launch their career ahead. So this is something really, really interesting, and it's great that you're doing it. But how is your liberal arts program different from everybody else?
Right. So traditionally, liberal arts was Western rooted. It started in ancient Greek, and the current concept started in the States. So it has a root in Western world, not in Asia. So what Ritsumeikan did was we sort of restored traditional liberal arts education and made it some sort of like appropriate for this modern era. The day world is changing. The COVID-19, and we cannot avoid technology, AI, and economic is growing rapidly. So we wanted to make sure that students are well equipped and well prepared for the coming era with a lot of changes. So that's what we did. And we also work with this great university in Australia, the Australian National University. So we provide liberal arts education, but we also provide an opportunity for students that goes beyond ordinary liberal arts education, beyond ordinary study abroad experience. We together work with ANU. We provide excellent education and very deep college experience.
ANU is ranked top 10 in the world for social studies and things like that, right?
Yes, in the field of politics and international studies.
That's wonderful. So you're partnered with one of the top 10 universities, and Ritsumeikan University itself is one of the top universities in Japan. So it's one of the most recognized brand names in education in Japan. So it's a great partnership, and you've got I think you've 2 years in Japan, then 1 year in Australia, like it's Canberra, and then 1 year back in Ritsumeikan, and you have a
Exactly.
degree from both these universities, right?
Exactly.
So, again, I am so excited to be working with Ritsumeikan University because
Me
this
too.
is such an exciting program, and yeah, you too, I guess. And I think our students would benefit a lot if we know about this program, about this university. So I would ask you to. I guess I have to first do that. So, if you could talk a little bit about the university and the program for our students, I think they would be benefited.
All right. So yes, let me start introducing the Global Liberal Arts Program at Ritsumeikan. Thank you, Roham. And yeah, so I'm gonna mainly talk about why you should particularly choose Ritsumeikan and particularly this Global Liberal Arts Program and what you can actually study in this program and how you can benefit from this program. So, as Roham introduced, it's a global liberal arts program partnering with ANU, the Australian National University in Canberra. And the biggest feature of this program is that students can get 2 degrees out of 4 years. We closely work with ANU, Australian National University, College of Asia Pacific Affairs. And the biggest feature of this program, as I mentioned, it's a dual degree program. Students get 2 degrees upon graduation. And as Roham mentioned, it's a 3+1 study program. Students spend 3 years in total at Ritsumeikan and 1 year at ANU. So let me briefly introduce both universities, Ritsumeikan and ANU. So for those who haven't heard Ritsumeikan before, we have very long history. We were founded in 1900, and we have 36,000 students across 4 campuses. Many students are studying and engaging in research as well. And we are proud to say that we are chosen as one of the top global university Japan. It's a government-led project to further develop international education in Japan. And every year we receive about 100,000 applications from Japan and the world. And it's a quite competitive university for Japanese students. Some students spend years to get into this school. Yep. And yeah, Ritsumeikan is committed to education and research as well. And so as ANU. ANU is top university in Australia and ranked 29th in the world and ranked highly, especially in the field of international politics and international studies. Yep. And students in this Global Liberal Arts program will be studying under Colorado School of Asia Pacific Affairs, and it's a leading institution in the politics and international studies. All right.
Can we
So
go back to the ranking again, Maya?
sure,
Just wanted to because it's very interesting. So no,
next
the
one.
next one. So it, I mean, basically Harvard, Princeton,
Yep,
Sciences, and then
science
University of
world.
Oxford, LSE, Cambridge, Stanford, and then ANU, and then Yale and UC Berkeley. So I mean, that's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, that's
yeah,
wonderful.
it's only high names, high rank names. So
Right.
yeah. So best part, which brings back to my next slide. And best part is you get degree from both universities. So Bachelor of Global Liberal Arts from Ritsumeikan University and Bachelor of Asia Pacific Affairs from ANU. So you will receive both degrees. So you'll be saying, oh, I graduated from Ritsumeikan. At the same time, you can say, oh, I graduated from ANU. And you can write that on your resume as well. So that's the biggest part. And students have opportunities to learn with some of the best academics in Asia, right? And about the study schedule, learning schedule, 3 year and then 1 year at ANU, and then three semesters at Ritsumeikan, and then 1 year at ANU Canberra, and last 3 semesters. Welcome back to Ritsumeikan. Some people might think, oh, it's just 1 year in Australia, but it's not just a special 1 year, like study abroad 1 year in NU, because half of the classes at Ritsumeikan here and here will be offered by NU faculties who will actually reside in Osaka on our campus.
So it's a proper dual degree program. It's not just a,
Yeah,
you do 1 year in Australia and you've got that, because the entire program is a completely blended program between ANU and Ritsumeikan University. That's great.
exactly. So this 1 year at NU is closely connected to the years semesters before this 1 year and after this. So students will continue taking NU classes even after they come back to Japan. Yeah, that's how dual degree is possible.
Excellent.
Yep. All right. And another feature is its international environment. So we started this program last year, but we have students and even Japanese students with very various backgrounds. Some has spent years or most of their life abroad, or we have students from various countries. So, and our faculty body is quite diverse as well. So this is a great environment where students can, open their eyes to the world and get different perspectives. Yeah. And another interesting feature about this program is its lecture style, learning style. And unlike traditional Japanese learning styles, we do one lecture and one tutorial per week. And students do both input and output of knowledge. And in that way, students can develop their problem solving abilities. Right. So more importantly, what can you learn in this program? So as I mentioned earlier, we kind of restore the traditional liberal arts program to for students to adapt to our changing world. See, globalization is happening. We see environmental changes everywhere. You cannot escape from modern technology. AI, they say AI is taking over people's jobs, and we see economic growth happening rapidly, especially in Asia in particularly. So we built a program that goes beyond the boundaries of a traditional liberal arts education. So yeah, to give you a more clear idea, this is the fields of study. We have 19 faculties at Ritsumeikan who expertise in many fields. So you can see how broad it is. We have media studies, history, and even brain science and information engineering. So you can see it's a very multidisciplinary, and you get to explore different subjects. So it is great for those who do not know what they want to focus on yet, do and don't know what they want to do after graduation yet. I think it is excellent if you know already, but I think for most of for like high school students or teenagers, it's quite difficult to be very determined. So this liberal arts program will give you a lot of options. So let me show you course examples to give you more specific ideas of what you can learn. So you build foundation in the beginning. Yeah, so you will be learning the basics of statistics, of programming, and science basics to be prepared for the further studies. And after this, you will explore from these three main areas of study: cosmopolitan, civilization, innovation. It even includes courses like social change with AIs or design and society. So you can
So,
see.
so basically, it's not just history and social sciences and things, but it also talks about how AI, the new digitalization process, integrates with that. So how that
Exactly.
impacts life.
Exactly. So by this, I think you can see how we wanted our program benefit students so that they can, survive and be prepared for the next era. Right. So that was from Ritsumeikan. And at NU, students study Asia Pacific affairs, which is like international relations, but for more broader concept with focus on Asia Pacific region. Why Asia? Because we think and believe it's a very important region in current era, and it plays very significant role in the world, and it will continue to be important in the coming years. So you'll be able to choose from various classes such as these. You can see it's broad and it has some keywords like environment or natural resources, human rights, leadership. So yeah, to summarize from Ritsumeikan's side, we provide education so that students can develop critical and flexible thinking so that students can be adapt to a changing modern world. And from NU side, they provide education so that students can understand and appreciate the most important region in the 21st century, which is Asia. Yep. So as I mentioned in the beginning, liberal arts education can be useful in any careers. This is just an example. And yeah, being very well-rounded is very significant and useful. In fact, there's a study that many employers are keen to hire students with liberal arts background. And I think many of you know Steve Jobs, but he once said that it's in Apple's DNA that technology itself is not enough, not good enough. It is technology married with liberal arts, technology married with humanities that yield them to, that has been reached to the place where Apple's success. Yeah. All right, and a little bit about support system that Ritsumeikan provides. We are committed to student support. Ritsumeikan GLA provides students with academic support to make sure students are on track and students can take classes according to their interests. So this is one of our strengths. Yeah. And let's look at the campuses. This is some pictures from NU campuses. And yeah, it's in Canberra, the heart of Australia. So you'll have access to many attractions like hiking or
It's actually a very beautiful city. I had the opportunity to go to Canberra, and
right,
it's where the government is located, and there's a lot
right,
of greenery, a lot of lakes, and people can walk around. So, and campus itself is beautiful. Yeah.
right. So the best part, another best part of being in this program that upon enrollment, NU, how do you call it, student card will be issued as well as Ritsumeikan. So let's see if you want to go to let's say if you're on holiday and you go to Canberra, you want to use ANU's library, you can with the student ID.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
And there are 7,400 international students studying at ANU campus, so I don't think you will never get bored. All right, and a little bit about Ritsumeikan campus and location. The Global Liberal Arts program is located in Osaka Ibaraki campus, which is our newest campus among all. As you can see, it's a very modern campus. It's only 5 years old, I think. It has a latest learning facilities. A lot of students love spending time here. It has a beautiful cafeteria in the park right next to the campus, great library, and even Starbucks. Yep. And a little bit about the surroundings. The city of Osaka is known to be very vibrant and welcoming, friendly city. But what's more important is that it's a commercial hub. People always think, oh, Tokyo is like center of everything, but Osaka plays a very important role in Asia or in Japan as commercial hub. So students can definitely take advantage of being in Osaka, as we also provide some internship opportunities as part of the program of GLA. Yeah, and students live on campus dormitory for this program, which was built in September last year. It's
It's
very
brand
new.
new.
Yes, it looks modern, but it has some Japanese taste with those garden and no theater, as well as some Japanese room.
Wow.
Yep. And a little more about student support at RU. We provide various range of support, and students have, of course, access to ANU's career support as well. So yeah, you'll if you enroll into this program, you'll be spending 4 years away from home. But we do have a lot of support systems so that students don't feel left out. Yeah, we also do career support for career planning support for students. They can come into career office and every day, uh, except Wednesday. But we provide guidance for international students as well, for especially for those who want to work in Japan. Yeah. And these are example of those guidance. Yeah. So yeah, let me sum up a little bit. It's a dual degree program. So students can get 2 degrees out of 4 years. So out of 4 years, they spend 1 year at ANU, 3 years at Ritsumeikan. The college enrolls both April and September. And we, as I mentioned, we wanted to restore some traditional liberal arts. So you see some modern keywords and modern subjects in our program.
Yearly, you take about 100 students, right?
Yes, in total. And
So
10
one thing,
students.
as most students who go to Japan, or they right now, like for Bangladeshi students, we are a colonial country, so English is like our second language. So we don't. I mean, Japan. The psychology is that our courses are in Japanese, so going there will be a problem. So your course is in English, right?
Yes, exactly.
So it's 100% in English, so you don't need to know any Japanese to study there.
Exactly. So it's a English program. So all classes, except the Japanese language classes, are taught
Which is
in
mandatory,
English.
I guess.
Which is, sorry?
Which is mandatory. You have to learn Japanese as part of this degree.
Yes. And students can get benefit from that as well. In part of the program, we offer students Japanese studies cluster so that they can keep up with language and they can, understand like Japanese philosophy and why Japanese people do this or do that, and sort of like being able to explain about
But the
Japan
main thing
to
is, I
other.
mean, jobs. I mean, once you graduate, you know the language. So, our experience with our students is that on an average, each student who graduate gets 3 to 5 job offers before they finish their graduation, which is crazy. Like, I have not heard about that anywhere. I know, I studied in the US, and I think I interviewed with 50, 60 companies before there was one company which would, allow me to apply for H1 visa, which was like crazy. I was very much stressful. But in Japan, our students are getting 3 to 5 job offers before they even finish their graduation.
Right. So it's quite typical that students do job hunting before graduation and get multiple job offers. But for international students, it is highly recommended that they have very, very good command of Japanese and English.
Right.
So the
Right.
background is that nowadays Japanese companies are very much keen to hire international students who are fluent in both Japanese and English in their mother tongue. And we do have a lot of international alumni who are, working in various fields.
Great. And it's not just Japanese and English, but it's also Japanese, English, and their mother tongue. I know that there's a lot of English medium students in Bangladesh who are fluent in English, absolutely fluent, just like local, but their Bangla is not that strong. But it's important to have a bit of all to successfully get a job, right?
Right. So language is very important in job market.
Please go on. Yeah.
All right.
I think that was a very interesting slide for us.
All right. Very lastly, but importantly, tuition table. So a lot of students might think could be expensive to study in Japan, but here's our tuition table. Annual tuition of this dual degree program is 2.3 million Japanese yen, which is around 20,000 USD. So if you think about going to, let's say, any Australian university plus living cost plus, it comes down a lot cheaper than going to Australian university, not just any university in Australia or you could
even
be
Canberra. I think the tuition fee is almost $36,000. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Yes, exactly. So this is kind of like Ritsumeikan price. And what's more, you get 2 degrees out of this price. So it's very reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, Ritsumeikan offers very generous scholarships to international students. So every year, as of year 2022, students receive up to 100% tuition reduction, starting from 20% tuition reduction. This will be decided based on their academic records. And from the second year on, it'll be decided based on their previous year's GPA. On top of that, while they're studying at ANU, we know students have to prepare moving and flights and so on. We provide scholarships during this 1 year at ANU. So as in this slides, we provide 2 kinds of scholarships during 1 year, 700,000 Japanese yen plus 300,000 Japanese yen, so totaling 1 million Japanese yen. This is in addition to the tuition reduction, so it is very generous.
And the tuition reduction, obviously, if anybody gets into the university, they'll get at least the 20%, right? The international students?
Yes,
from
for
Bangladesh?
international students, if they apply, yes.
So they are guaranteed to get at least the 20%. And if they're really, really high quality and very strong extracurriculars, academics, and everything, they can expect to get 100% or 50% based on the competition with other international applicants.
Exactly.
That's great. That's wonderful. So students can actually, if you're really, really good, you can apply and you might get even 100% scholarship, but you're guaranteed to get at least 20%, which makes your tuition fee actually about 16,000 US dollars in total. And to put it in perspective, if you go anywhere in the US or Canada, if you go to any decent university, you're looking at $20,000 to $25,000 minimum in tuition fees. But obviously, if you go to something like top 10 ranking university, like all the universities we saw, Oxford, Cambridge, Stanford, Harvard, the tuition fees are alone 50 to $60,000 per year. So you're getting a similar degree, but you're paying like I don't know, like one fourth the price. So that is crazy, and plus cheaper living expenses as well.
Right. And on top, I would say it's a golden age for international students because Japanese students pay the same fee, unlike U.S. universities and so on. But they do not receive this tuition reduction.
Because they're
This is
rich.
purely for international students.
Is that because they're rich? That's why you're not giving scholarships to Japanese?
Well, no, more like we want to encourage international students
International
to
students,
come.
yes.
Yep.
That's great, and that's another thing that's very, very different from the Western universities we see, where more funding opportunities are provided to local students than international students. But in Japan,
Exactly.
the
The
international
opposite.
students are, it's just the opposite, which is wonderful. I mean, you're really wanted and sought after. I mean, as an international student in Japan.
Yep.
We can go on to the next one.
Okay, I think I'm end of the slide. So should we open
So
up
yes, I
for
mean, if a student, has looked at the universities and really wants to study in Japan and Ritsumeikan University, what is the next step? How do they apply?
right? So Macy's Roham has been greatly supporting us with Ritsumeikan, and Macy's has been providing very good support to Bangladesh students. So you can, of course, ask for help to Macy's, and don't be afraid to ask for help because we understand that applying for universities and all the preparation can be a little stressful, and you don't want any stressful especially under these circumstances. So go ask
Yeah, I
for
mean,
help
just
to
to
Macy's.
give you a little bit of background, Macy's has been working with Japanese University since 2011. Our first partner was actually Ritsumeikan Asia Pacific University, which is a sister
Sister
university of
university.
Ritsumeikan University. So we have a lot of experience in handling applications to Japan, and knock on wood, we have 0% rejection rate for visas. And of course, the university application and their success depends on the student's quality. So we have also been very good in determining what students will get offers and what will not. So even if you have a question whether you'll get accepted or not, you can come to us. We can help you in that regard. Now, just to sort of if you want to apply to university, you need of course, your academic results. For HSC, there is no minimum, but obviously, if you have less than 4, remember this is a high quality university, so your chances would be lower. So HSC above 4, IELTS score of 6, Maya?
6.5.
6.5 in IELTS. So you need an IELTS score of 6.5, or you can give Pearson test of English or any of the other major English language tests, and they will accept them. Do you accept Duolingo for this year as well, Maya, or no?
No, because we work with ANU and they haven't been updated some policy for the September.
Right.
So
Right.
unfortunately, we'll see
That's
what
fine. I
what's
mean,
gonna come though.
Pearson test of English is available in Bangladesh.
Great.
IELTS is also available, so students will be able to do that, and they can do the computer based, which the results come out very quickly.
Great.
Then there is your extracurricular activities. Remember, leadership skills and what you have done apart from studies are very, very important. So those things are going to be very important for students. The other thing is, of course, your essays. You need to write essays. The good thing about MACES is, just like a lot of students, you can write your essay and you can give it to your elder brother to check, right? So we can take a role in that as an elder brother or a sister or whatever. So we have a team in place where you send your application through, your essay through, and we review it for you. We will not write your essay for you. That will never happen, but we can review your essay and just give our feedback how you can make it better. And then you can end up, making it better. And it's free of charge. We don't have any charges for our services. So it's 100% free. So all these documents, your passport, your recommendation letter, you bring it to us. We will help you with the application. Maya, it's, again, it's such a pleasure to always see you. I must say, Japan is really one of my favorite destinations to study, and
Great.
there are many reasons for it. And that is one, they have excellent quality education. I think in terms of quality of education and ranking of education in the whole of Asia, Japan ranks number one. So that is something very, very strong. Second is safety and security. It's one of the
Oh yeah.
safest countries in the world. So you can actually go out at 2 a.m. if you're a female, you're
Oh yeah. I've
Bangladeshi
done that
female.
plenty of times.
Yeah, I mean, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and nobody will touch you. So it's one of the safest countries in the world. If they accept you, they'll give you scholarships. So if you talk about cost of studying in a country, Japanese universities are one of the most cost effective. And fourth, and this is my favorite, which is your post, why are you getting this education? A lot of times students make a tremendous investment in their time and their money to get some skills, but what do the skills give you? With Japan, if you graduate from a Japanese university, you know English, you know Japanese, you know a local language, your chances of getting a job is like, almost 100%. I mean, if you're looking for a job, 3 to 5 jobs per student, they're guaranteed. And Maya, I'm going to ask you in a little bit to show that slide where you have all the different where the companies that
Online.
students work. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I can
Um,
share that slide here as well.
okay.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
I deleted
okay.
it before.
Oh, okay. So, but to
Yeah.
make it shorter, so yeah, I mean, I have right here, I think,
Let me
a
see.
slide which talks about where students end up. Now, I will share that in a second. But again, studying in Japan, there are so many advantages just over so you get a job after graduation, and the starting salary, according to HSBC, a report that I saw, is one of the highest in the world. So this is something that not many people have. So just to show you, if you look at the major employers where students end up, you've got Accenture, one of the biggest management consulting firms, All Nippon Airways, Capcom, Hitachi, Honda, you name it, it's there. And some students may choose to do their post grad. They might not want to study for undergrad, or go to study work right after. So the alumni have gone to Oxford, Warwick, Columbia, University of Chicago, Peking University, Chinese University of Hong Kong, Sydney, Maastricht. So these are some of the best universities globally,
Right.
and you can have access to that. So it's not necessary that you will be limited to that. So it is really one of my favorite destinations for all those reasons. And for all those reasons, we actually sent quite a few students from Bangladesh to Japan. It's such a great, my personal experience is I was actually in Yokohama, and I was,
Right.
trying to find my way around. And I, of course, don't speak the language. So in a bus stop, I'm trying to figure out what bus to take. So I saw a lot of people lining up for their bus. So I asked, does anybody speak English? Because I wanted to ask them a question. Believe it or not, about 8 people came out of the line
Wow.
and asked me, "Oh yes, I speak English," and they were like, I speak English," and I was like, "Oh, I'm trying to get to this destination. Can you help?" And what happened was, all of these people together, they took me to the terminal where there were signs of where I have to go, and then all of these. By the way, these people were waiting in line. Okay, they
Oh
were waiting in
no.
line to get on a bus. So
They're
all
very
of
nice.
them helped me to get on my bus, and I was waiting for my bus, and I said to them, "Thank you so much. You can go back. I will take the bus." They waited with me. They waited with me. I
That's so
got on the
nice.
bus, and then they left. I mean, I had tears in my eyes because I have never experienced warmth to the level that I've experienced. A brown guy. Usually, when I go abroad, people try to stay away. But I mean, this is what Japan is. This is what Japanese hospitality is, and it is mind blowing. And when students go there for the first time and then experience that, um, there's so much to learn, from that kind of an experience.
Right.
So
Out of
um,
classes, they can learn as well.
yes, like I think your motto is leaving the place in a better condition than you have found it,
We have a
and
saying for that too.
right, and it's really these are kind of the psychology that I've seen some of my students do so well. They're so successful in their journey because they also instill in them those ethos, those kaizen and all of that. So it's certainly a pleasure to work with Japanese universities and make such drastic changes or help in that journey for our students. Maya, thank you so much.
Thank
And of
you.
course, if our students, I mean, we will, of course, this will be live on our Facebook, and also we have this will be there permanently, so we'll be promoting that. So if anybody wants to ask questions or anything like that, you can send us messages,
Right.
you can send us emails, and we are always very happy to accommodate all of that. So thank you everybody who listened in,
Thank you.
and thank you those who continue to do that. And Maya, thank you so much. It's always such a pleasure to see you. But we have to get you live in Bangladesh. We have to work on that. I think Corona messed it up for us for some time.
Yeah. Looking forward to the day.
I missed the deadlines. Your next intake is April, right?
So April intake has ended today, 11 p.m. Japan time. Next intake is September
right.
intake, and it starts from October 7th, so next month.
So you heard her, October 7th. We have about a month left for applications to the September session. If you want to apply, now is the time. I know there are lots of O-levels, A-level students, lots of HSC. I mean, HSC, there has been an unfortunate incident where the exams have been postponed. So they haven't got it this year, but A-level, certainly a lot of students just got their grades. And so they're thinking of applying now. A lot of them have already applied, but a lot of them are thinking. And people who are going to give your A-levels next year, now is the time to apply for universities anyway. So, we would like to welcome. Maya, you want to say something before leaving?
Sure. Thank you very much, Rohan, for these opportunities. I absolutely enjoyed this session. And I shared, I absolutely loved Roham's personal experience story as well. Yep. So, and student success stories from especially for those from Bangladesh. So if you want to join Ritsumeikan and be part of that success story, Ritsumeikan is definitely a place for you. Yep.
And we want and I hope you make that part of your journey, because really it is a wonderful city, it is a wonderful place, and you have people like Maya who are helping students with full, they are very passionate about that. So it's always a pleasure. So Maya, thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much.
We will end the broadcast.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you.